smart guy. He had a brain aneurysm and he lost his memory. He lost his ability to remember short-term memory. So the next, it would just fade away. And so, like, if he didn't write everything down, he had journals of friends and everything just to keep his mind refreshed because he would just forget details. So he couldn't be a lawyer anymore. He just could not do it. Crazy thing, he became a woodworker and he could remember how to work wood, even if he couldn't consciously recall being taught how to do woodworking. He knew how to do woodworking because it's stored in a different part of your brain. Hey, Moscardini Music, thank you for that follow. Anyway, music is very interesting because it's using both sides of your brain. It's just like, yeah, you're not conscious of the notes. There's an intuitiveness to it. You're not like thinking, oh, I'm doing this now with my pinky. You know, like it's really interesting. So I kind of like all that stuff. Yeah, it's a two-tone neck. I scarfed the Padauk onto the maple, so it's like maple and Padauk there. Yeah, CMC. There, you just never know in the factory the consistency, like who's finishing it. Now most of the guitar necks are cut on a CNC, so there's better consistency, but they still need to be finished. And sometimes people will sand too much off, or they just don't do it right. And I've worked in production facilities where we were CNCing the wooden parts, but depending on who sanded and finished it could change a lot about that instrument, you know? So I don't wind my own pickups, but Rage Guitars does. I want to get into pickup winding, but there's a few guys in our group. If you guys are interested, we have a group of guitar builders and enthusiasts here on Twitch. And we have a group Discord there, and there's a few guys, Rage Guitars, Jer 2112, and Orbiter all got pickup winders, and they're starting to wind pickups and stuff. So I've been kind of watching what Rage got one of those CNC pickup winders, so he can replicate the process. If you've ever seen them, they're literally a CNC machine, like pickup winder. You put the bobbin on, and it does the winds. It spins, and you can say, I want this type of wind. You can program it so you can replicate patterns and stuff. You always know what your pinky's doing. There's also something interesting about music, playing music, is that it uses a different part of your brain. I saw this other thing about, there was this guy, he had horrible Tourette's and a stutter, and he just always had trouble communicating, right? Except when he's drumming. And as soon as he starts drumming, it's using a different pathway to run information through. So he starts drumming, suddenly the stutter stops, and he's fine because now the information's being rerouted through a different pattern. That's why they use music a lot in therapy for people with like brain injuries or certain things, because you can reroute your brain. You can create new pathways with music, which is really, really interesting. Oh, nice. That's awesome. You found the right place. There are a lot of really interesting people here on Twitch, all kind of doing their own thing, but we all kind of do it together. So it's nice to have a group of people that you can kind of just watch and see the instruments being built and stuff. I'm working on this neck is going on this Burl guitar I'm doing right now. I'll just grab it so you can see it. Yes, yes, they can still play music. Yeah, it's because it's a different part of the brain. I'll show you. I just did a coat of